Hello, I'm Neil Ward-Dutton and I work at IDC in Europe, leading our AI and our business automation practices. Every week in these quick take videos, I'm sharing ideas about recent research we've done, conversations we've had, and ideas we're exploring. And it's probably no surprise that here at IDC in Europe, one of the main research themes we're working on is AI ethics. At the start of this year, a whole team of us worked on some research that really lays out our view of the key issues in Europe, looking at how different industries and countries are exploring AI ethics and providing guidance for organisations looking to deliver AI in Europe. And we're continuing this theme later this year, researching topics like data privacy and explainability for AI. But I thought it would be good to share a couple of the high-level findings of our research so far. Now, the first is that a lot of the time when we hear people talk about ethical AI, and we hear them talking about it a lot, often they're actually conflating two separate things. The first is what we call ethical intent. And here the focus is on answering the question, are we doing or are we planning to do the right thing? So this is really all about ensuring that that AI is being considered for use in ways that align with your organization's own values, key regulations, and the values of societies in which the organization's operating. The other side of this, though, is what we call thoughtful implementation. And here, by contrast, the focus is more on answering the question, well, are we doing things right? In other words, assuming that we have ethical intent, are we then following practices that actually help us make sure we don't subvert the goals we're going for? It's really important to keep these two ideas separate, because it's only by doing that that organizations can get their AI governance frameworks and operating models right. And the second thing I wanted to share is about how organizations need to take practical steps to manage the risks involved in driving AI implementation. There are a whole variety of risks that can come into play along the AI implementation journey. Risks that can come from poor quality data, poor system design, poor training approaches, or poor deployment strategies. And we advocate a governance model that's based on a clear understanding of the risks, obviously, but also of how individual AI use cases are going to amplify or dampen the potential impacts of these particular risks. Not all use cases are the same. For example, if you're using AI to predict what kind of imagery you should show a customer on a website to make them more likely to buy a product, the consequences of poor implementation are going to be quite small. But if you're using AI to decide eligibility for insurance or for public services, or even maybe jail terms, then that's a very different situation. And we've derived a simple framework that helps people think about the features of use cases that amplify or dampen key implementation risks. I've run out of time to go into it more on this video, but I'll be back again soon to share more detail on that. So here's a question for you. Have you got a clear framework in place to help you or your customers work through identifying and managing the risks associated with AI implementation? If not, you know where to come. Thanks very much for watching. Let me know what you think. I'll be back next week and I look forward to sharing more with you then. If you enjoyed this, please like and share, subscribe, and I'll see you again very soon.